Hello to you watching. Thank you for clicking play. This is Volunteer Voices, where we take a few minutes to hear from a valued community volunteer. Finola volunteers with the Film Streams crew, and I'm excited to hear about her experiences, and maybe one of you watching will join in and volunteer with her as well. So thank you for joining me, Finola. Can you
Oh,
tell
of
me a little bit
course.
about what you do as a Film Streams volunteer?
Well, primarily what I do is we kind of have about hour-long sessions that we sign up for, and we stand or sit at our situated spot, and we welcome anybody who's coming to the film and just take their tickets, check it, if they have any questions about it. Often, if I've seen the film previously and the person seems interested in having a bit of a conversation, you can talk to them. I mean, a lot of people come to film streams because they know it's a safe place to maybe discuss opinions and just to maybe hear more about the film. I love having people come and maybe wanting a little bit of more information about what they're going to see or what's coming up next. So I think it's good to have a willingness to interact with the patrons, but primarily it's making sure everybody's going to either theater to the correct showing that they've paid for a ticket for, and just being a source of information for anybody as they come in.
I love that. I love that it is not an extreme time commitment each time, but that you're providing such a value to the film streams experience.
Yeah, and I get it something from it as well. I think I've met a lot of really interesting people, and if you're having kind of a down day and then you just have a really great conversation, it just perks you up entirely, and it's like I'm totally benefiting from this. So
Isn't that amazing?
yeah,
When you give your time, you just get so much back in return.
no, I agree for sure.
Is there a favorite memory that comes to mind from your time serving as a film streams volunteer?
So, I mean, the day-to-day ones can be great, like when there's the random interactions, but I think the most recent one that kind of comes to mind for me was last year during the Sea Change event, which was the Women Filmmakers Directors event. There,
Mhm.
I was able to volunteer at that, so I saw a lot of people, directors I admire, the women who had created the films, and then one of the attendees was actually an actress from this TV show that I'd seen called The Shy. Her name was Yolanda Ross, and she's from Omaha as well. And I saw her, and she's a very, very friendly person. So I got to have a chat with her, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. You see somebody on a screen, and then you realize they're from where you're living. And, you just kind of everything comes together. So that was just a very inspiring event because, especially as a woman myself, seeing filmmakers really achieve what their goals are and you know to be appreciated for it, and the documentaries were great as well. So within the past year, that was my favorite memory, but there have been many great memories with the
I hear you've
organization.
been serving since 2015. So
Yeah,
something keeps you coming back. What is it?
well, I love film, first of all. So a perk of being a volunteer is you get a free movie ticket. So I am
Really?
well able to see all the films that I want to. And also the community aspect of it. I think, as I said before, you never know who you'll meet. I've really been able to expand my friend base from volunteering. And I think I've been able to contribute in some small part to, people's experience, because it is a bit different to going to another theater, because you're not always going to have maybe as much of a one-on-one experience as you do at film streams. And I like to volunteer at the Dundee location a lot. I live very close, and it's paired. Lola's restaurant is right there, so you kind of get a real atmosphere, and you can work off one another. Go for a meal and go to a film. So it's kind of a family in itself. So that's what I keep going back.
That's amazing. To other people who are considering joining you and trying out volunteering at film streams for the first time, what would you tell them?
Oh, just have a very open mind and be very willing to give a little bit of yourself to others, and then you'll get something from them as well. I mean, obviously, do your job. If anybody needs assistance getting into the theater, you know if anybody has any questions, you definitely want to make sure everybody has a ticket when they're going into the movie, which is key to the whole experience. But I'd really encourage anybody, just even if you're a quiet person, you don't have to talk with everybody, but you kind of really do get a bit of a high from just having a nice conversation with somebody. And you also get to learn a lot, I think, from other people. And then from the staff is always very, very nice. I think they're a big part of why I keep going back. The concession staff and the front of house staff are really amazing people.
That's wonderful. So I want to share with other people who might be interested in signing up to become a Film Streams volunteer, giving it a try. Pop over to shareomaha.org and search for Film Streams. You can learn a little bit about what they do, shop their wish list even, or of course, make a donation. But there's wonderful volunteer opportunities here for ticket taking at all the locations, as well as they're also looking for special events volunteers and marketing volunteers if that fits your skill set a little bit better. Finola, thank you for taking time with me.
Oh, of course. Yeah. It's nice to meet you.
And thank you for giving of yourself and your time and supporting the Film Streams community.
Oh, yeah. No, I really benefit a lot from it as well. So it's definitely a two-way street.